All right, I had to turn the camera back on. I had to turn the camera back on. The battery went off. So read that again, Revelation 20 and 6.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 20, verse 6. Blessed and holy is he that had part in the first resurrection.
Yeah.
On such, the second death hath no power.
Yeah, so the second death is what? Fire. Okay? So jump back to Revelations 21 and where we at? Verse 8. Yeah.
You want me to finish the 6 off? Still had a little bit more.
Okay, finish 6 off.
Okay. But they shall be priests of the Most High power and of the Mashiach.
Yeah, and who the only priest? The nigga Latinos and Native American. Okay? They tell you that in Revelation, the first chapter. Okay? And in the book of Exodus. Matter of fact, if you want to get it, Revelation, the first chapter, to prove my point, because they'll try to make it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say I made it up. It's in verse 6.
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 6. And had made us kings and priests unto the Most High and his Father.
See? So he changed us. Okay? When you read back up and you link up to the precepts, he changed us, right? Okay? That's it on that.
I got a little bit more.
Go ahead.
To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. So be it.
Give me Exodus 19 and 6. To prove where they come from. Now, Exodus, 5 books of Moses dealing with what? The laws of the Israelites. Okay? So let's see what was told to the Israelites. Yeah.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 19, verse 6.
Go ahead.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
See? So go back. So that's the end of that.
Okay.
So go back to Revelation 20 and verse 21 and verse verse. Go ahead.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers.
No, in Revelation 20 and 6.
Con.
Yeah. Revelation 20 and 6.
Finish it off.
Yeah.
All right. I'll read it again. This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 6. Blessed and holy is he that had part in the first resurrection.
Yeah, dealing with the nation of Israel, ruling with YAHAWASHI, okay? And not caught up by the second death, which is the fire, okay? Go ahead.
On such the second death hath no power.
Right.
But they shall be priests of the Most High and of Mashiach, and shall reign with him a 1,000 years.
So that's going into what? We ruling for them 1,000 years, right? And then them heathen nations are going to get their land back, but they gonna be in slavery up under us for them 1,000 years first. But then they gonna get their land back, and Esau gonna be wiped out. So who is that talking about? A nation of priests. That's talking about the Israelites. Okay, going back to Exodus 19 and 6 and Revelation 1 and 6. So you see, so go back. Those are the ones that are going to be blessed. Okay, and the second death does not have power over them. So go back to Revelation 21.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
See? Okay? So you're going to have 2/3 of Israel in there and some of these other nations in that lake of fire, man. That's in America, man. See? Go ahead.
This is verse 9. And there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had 7 veils, full of 7 last plagues.
The completion of the plagues, right? Go ahead.
And talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will shew thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High.
Why is he saying? Why is he showing them that? Because the angel with the 7 last plagues, that was the complete destruction of America, and he showed John, the Israelites, coming down out of heaven in them chariots. See? That's what he showed. Okay? Go ahead.
It says verse 11, having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names were written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
See that? So you see what you got? What verse is that?
That was 12.
Okay. So what I want to do is jump, because Paul mentioned that. Okay. So what I want to do is jump to Ephesians 2 and 20. Ephesians 2 and 20. Right.
All right, this is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, YAHAWASHI Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone.
Even though them names gonna be there, okay, the Israelite 12 tribes, but YAHAWASHI is the chief cornerstone. Okay? So them names gonna be there, okay, of the Israelites and the apostles and the prophets, but YAHAWASHI is the chief cornerstone, man. And read that again, verse 12. Yeah.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 21, verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
See? So Paul mentioned that in Ephesians, the 2nd chapter, in the 20th verse. That's why I linked that up with that, because Paul mentioned it right there. You know? That's why you have to go precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, to understand these scriptures, because Paul is telling you right there. Look, pursuing Ephesians 2 and 20, look, the 12 tribes name is going to be written in the kingdom of heaven. Matter of fact, go back and read it.
All right. This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, YAHAWASHI Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, and whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto a holy temple in the Lord.
See? So you see what you got? So he was telling you right there, he mentioned the apostles and the prophets. And what nation were the apostles and the prophets part of? The 12 tribes. See that? So he mentioned that right there. And who was the chief cornerstone? YAHAWASHI, man. You see what you got? So what I want to do is, which all is going to link up after we finish reading it, okay? What I want to do is go to Ezekiel to show you something. Ezekiel 48 and 31. Ezekiel 48 and 31. Ezekiel 48 and 31 through 34. So go ahead, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 48, verse 31. And the gates of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Israel, 3 gates northward, one gate of Reuben, 1 gate of Judah.
So these are the tribes. Okay? The same thing is written in Ezekiel that you're reading about in Revelation. Precept upon precept, line upon line. But I'm finna show you a secret. Okay? That's why I'm gonna let the brother read.
Alright, and it says, 1 gate of Levi, verse 32, and at the east side 4,503 gates, and 1 gate of Joseph.
Oh, 1 gate of Joseph. Who is that talking about? Joseph is who did Joseph have? Manasseh and Ephraim. Okay? And Israel, which is Jacob, said, those are my sons. So they became part of the what? 12 tribes. Manasseh and Joseph. I mean Manasseh and Ephraim. So when you see Joseph, right, you put them two there, Manasseh and Ephraim. Go ahead.
1 gate of Benjamin.
1 gate of Benjamin.
1 gate of Dan.
What? It said 1 gate of Dan. So that's why we tell you through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI that in the kingdom of heaven, right now we look through a glass darkly. We're going to find out what happened to Dan. See? Because it's mentioned there, Dan is mentioned in Ezekiel. So we're going to find out what happened to him. Because we don't know right now. You know? There's not a lot of scriptures on what happened to Dan, man. Okay? We can't tell you. Okay? But we're going to find out in the kingdom. But go ahead.
All right, verse 33. And at the south side, 4,500 measures and 3 gates. 1 gate of Simeon, 1 gate of Issachar, 1 gate of Zebulun. Verse 34. At the west side, 4,500 with their 3 gates. 1 gate of Gad, 1 gate of Asher, 1 gate of Naphtali. Verse 35. It was around about 18,000 measures, and the name of the city from that day shall be YAHAWAH SHAM YAHWASHI is there.
See? So those names are going to be on the gates. So go back to Revelation. It's telling you in Ezekiel, the 48th chapter, man. Okay?
All right, this is Revelation chapter 21, verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. On the east gate, 3 gates. On the north gate, I'll read it again. Revelation chapter 21, verse 13. On the east 3 gates. On the north 3 gates. On the south 3 gates. And on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. Verse 15. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city and the gates thereof and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth.
Yeah. Breadth. What that is the width of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are squared. No, are equal. Verse 17. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measures of a man, that is of the angel. Verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass.
So the kingdom is gonna be beautiful, man. Okay? Now, I'm gonna show you the color of jasper. Okay? I got it in my phone. So that's the color of jasper right there, up in the corner right there. You see, these are all the colors, but you see the color of jasper. Okay? There go the color of jasper right there, bro. See? That's the color of jasper, right? Okay? And read that again, verse 18.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 21, verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass.
See? So our kingdom is going to be magnificent. That's why I was using that analogy about at the end of Coming to America, when Eddie Murphy asked her, look, you want to give all this up? She said, nah. So when the Negro, Latino, Native American woman, which is an Israelite, see the kingdom, say, look, you want to go back where Esau was? Nah. That's her attitude.
Man.
She's going to be like, man, what? All their riches out of these 17 nations on the earth, all the gold and all their riches coming to us, man. All them nations, man. All the 17 nations that's on this earth. And they're going to go dig up gold. But all the gold that they got stored up is coming to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We're going to be on top. And we're going, like the so-called white man, he had a 200-year economic jump. But we're going to have a 1,000-year economic jump on all these nations. Yeah. And we're going to be like gods on earth. See? Who don't want that? And we ain't going to be sick. And we're going to have a new body. You know what I'm saying? And leave off this planet. Come on, man. In the chariot. Who don't want that, man? Read that verse 18 again, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 18. And the building of the walls of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones.
Right.
The first foundation was jasper,